Hi, and welcome to Caring Comfort Studios. I am Dad, or Ben, or whatever you want to call me, and this is our actual play of Mage 20th edition, Victorian Mage. Our game is set in 1908 in the Louisiana Bayou, and right for now, I will let my players introduce themselves. Let's start with Nick.
Hello, everyone. I'm at Nobleman Nick, also known as Nick Francia. I'm the stream producer over at Gehenna Gaming, as well as the one of the showrunners here on Carrying Comfort Studios. So I'm really excited to be back with my character.
Awesome. Zach.
I'm Zachary Vaudo, and I'm playing your local Verbana, Zepihrin.
Joe.
Laissez les bon temps rouler, as we say. I am Joe, better known as Nolofinger. I am playing Henri Godot of Mage, and I'm excited. Also, here's Louis. He says hi.
Louis.
Louis!
And last but not least, my wife.
Hi, I'm Rosie, and I'll be playing Dr. Delaney Moss, a technocrat progenitor, which is essentially a life mage, but with technology.
Why don't you explore that concept for the people watching real fast, since it actually matters in this episode?
Okay, so you have Zepihrin, who is a traditionalist life mage of Verbena, and then you have myself that uses magic but through technology or science, because we believe that's how the world works. So when I use life magic, I'm using medical training or my understanding of medicine to enact my will upon the world.
And what is Zephyrin using?
Basically, one of us is lying about what we do when you come down to it.
No, you just have to reach a new understanding.
I got plenty of understanding. I tap into the forces of life and nature to manipulate them or work alongside them as I see fit and as it sees fit.
You just don't understand how science is working through you. We can talk about this later, though.
Please allow a mentalist like me to show you a new point of view.
Y'all stay out of my head now.
When we
I
last
can't promise that.
left our heroes, they were, I guess, collectively walking through the swamp when they both groups heard people on the other side of whatever they might have been behind. And we're just going to pick up immediately right there as they're outside a cave mouth. So you see the other group. You see Delaney Moss, Dr. Delaney Moss, or you see these two well-dressed people, Dr. Kraut, not Dr. Kraut, sorry.
Dr. Richter.
Dr.
Dusty
Richter.
Richter.
Sorry, there's a Dr. Kraut, my other mage game. He is also a mind technocrat. Are your allies with you?
I don't want them to be because I think they're gonna die. But we did say last session that everyone but Veronica came through,
Okay.
and
So
that is what we will do.
my locals, you see this posse of 5, inappropriately dressed for the area, and my technocrats, you see a man with an antler strapped to his head, a gator, and his fashionable companion.
Dr. Delaney glances at Richter and says, "Oh, I suppose we found our local traditionalists."
This must be the man they know as Zephyrin. The antler on his head. It's a telltale sign. Looks like we found who we were looking for.
Yes.
I just look at them, look at Henri, look at them, just go, no. And I'm just going to walk off to the side, out of view, and immediately out of the mind of all of them because my antler is still activated with Arcane 3.
Right.
So you guys just saw Henri walk up at this point.
That's fair.
Totally fair.
It's been 2 weeks.
Yep. Okay.
Gentlemen. Or gentleman.
I think we can include the gator.
Gentlemen, how do you do?
Ça va bien, monsieur. I'm going to ask a very fair question, and you can choose to answer it or not. But what the fuck do you have on? And why are you here in city slicker clothes and whatever monstrosity you're carrying with yourself?
Hmm.
I mean, no offense by there, but it is a little strange in these here parts.
Now, that gator there, it, you must be the one they call Henri. We
That
are
is my name.
Hmm.
That's what my pappy gave me.
Well, before we tell you why we are here, I think it would only be more polite if we introduce ourselves since we already know who you are. I am Dr. Klaus Richter, and my associate.
Dr. Delaney Moss. Lovely to meet you.
I'm gonna walk up behind the
Enchanté.
group. I'm gonna walk up behind the group while they're all talking and looking at Henri and just start looking at their shit.
Let's see. The Dr. Delaney Moss is a very large medicine bag. Do both of you have guns, or
Mm,
I don't think Delaney has a gun.
do you have any weapons that are visible?
I have a gun.
No.
And we established last time that Abington and Johan both have revolvers.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just looking over from behind, just taking note of everything.
Monsieur Henri, we actually we require your assistance in a matter most necessary.
Well, I can give you help if I so choose to do it, but why here in this damn swamp now, Sheriff?
Well, you've been missing for a few days. Part of what we were hoping to do out here was find you and your companion.
Missing? Me?
Yeah, yes.
I can't be
You
missing if you found me.
The villagers say that you come and go every couple of days. They've been waiting for you. A beautiful child has just been born in the village.
sweet little baby girl.
You see, I
Hot
told him.
damn.
You see, I told him it was gonna be a girl. I'll speak up from behind you all.
Turn.
Yeah,
Ah,
I told him it was gonna be a girl.
The two allies, Johan and Abington, like turn around and like gesture for their guns.
Nah,
gentlemen,
I wouldn't do that if I were you. It's going to end badly.
that you must be Zepihrin, as evident by the antler.
Mm. So you say we've been missing, or rather, my friend here been missing, and you come on out in a search party, I guess.
No, of course not. As much as I respect you two gentlemen for the work that you do for that village, I'm afraid we are not here for such an easy task.
Mm. Well, then, apart from fancy titles and doctorates, who the hell are you, and what you want with us?
Dr. Moss,
Ditto.
will you explain to them, please?
Well, we have been sent to do a couple of things, mostly to do with the Steel Petroleum Factory.
Mm.
There are concerns about what it's been doing, some of its production issues. Looking around, I've noticed that it's harming some of the locals, particularly children, are being poisoned by it.
Maybe now.
Safety standards aren't being followed. We have spoken with the factory owner and replaced the foreman. However, we noticed some tampering within the factory itself, the sort of thing that can only be done by individuals with a unique understanding of reality.
And science.
Deviant, if one were to say.
It wasn't us. It wasn't our person at the factory. You two are local and have been here, and we are concerned that you might potentially benefit from driving advance out of this area.
Oh, you two, those types, then.
Sheriff.
Trust me, we are not simple Pinkertons, as it were.
No, you, flip side of the coin, as it were.
We're the side of the coin that landed upright.
How'd that
Dr.
working out for you?
Moss,
I'm glad y'all think of yourself so highly, Shell. But besides that, what is the fucking business that y'all have here? What problem is that what you require our assistance of?
Oh, you didn't hear, Henri? They think that we are destroyers and tinkerers and saboteurs.
Of course, no, you got the wrong idea of us. We know who the
Of her,
culprit
of
is.
course.
Unless one of you can turn into a 7-8 foot gator man, I do not believe you are a culprit.
I ain't giving that a try. You giving that a try recently, Henri?
Not at all, Shell.
No, not him, not me.
Well,
Hmm?
no. Well, there was, as I said, there was some tampering within the factory, specifically of a temporal sort, that was causing the machinery to fail.
Hmm.
And
Dr.
our
Moss,
story-
also people's memories were
Tampered.
Thank you. And also, some memories were being lost and manipulated.
Specifically, my specialty, which was very interesting to track them down with.
It's an interesting thing to admit when you're looking for a person responsible.
Likewise.
I have nothing to gain from destroying the factory. It is of my employer's benefit, actually.
Well, ain't no secret. Rather not have that around here, as your companion associate here mentioned, is doing a number on the locals, and it's not exactly good for living.
And it's
We're making
filthy. And it's ugly.
And it's ugly.
But you must think of all the other benefits that it provides.
Yes,
People-
like the boils and the burns and the
No.
disease that have been running rampant. I had to.
And the sick children that you just so
Jobs,
eloquently
economic
mentioned.
flow,
Hmm.
commerce, items, luxuries, and the boils and the children. And that is just side effects of the tampering. We will bring this to
Collateral
order.
damage is what
Dr.
you're talking
Richter.
about.
Dr. Richter.
Mm.
Dakota, speaking of, you mentioned before something about a time dilation, something or other. Doesn't that mean that we're now near the heart of it, that our time is running short? Should we give
You're
this thing
right.
a
We
move
should
on
deal with the
and deal with them later?
shape-shifting gator man first.
Hmm.
My associate, Dr. Richter, found that a shape-shifting were-gator of some sort was causing some of the issues at the factory, almost rotting some of the equipment within to cause leaks and issues with the equipment.
Time dilation would explain why they've been missing for weeks,
And you,
Days.
Days, not
days.
weeks.
I thought they were missing for like a whole 2 weeks.
see, Tom,
They've been
Tom's
missing for
getting him
like
too.
4 days.
Okay.
Tom's getting him too. So you think you prepared to handle this thing with your fine weaponry?
No, I think I'm prepared to handle this thing with me and Dr. Moss mainly.
Oh,
And
yeah.
hopefully you two.
Hmm.
Because I'm sure you don't want such a creature running around.
Oh no, we don't. We don't want that sort of thing, especially not the kind that would be able to massacre an entire village of its own people on its own.
Oh,
You see, that's where we came from. Is the collateral damage? I think was the words that you said.
Yes. Collateral
Zephyrin.
damage, yes, yeah.
There
Yeah.
were 2 other sets of footprints leaving the village.
Sorry, say that again.
There were 2 other sets of footprints leaving the village.
Yeah, but this
also.
one's the important one.
Okay.
This thing, maybe some help, but this thing decimated is a village of similar creatures, similar sort of people. And I feel like if their type can't handle their type, I'm not 100% sure how efficient you might be in these matters.
I
The
wonder
spirits talk to something quite nasty over in this type of pause, yes, yeah. And I didn't really too kindly appreciate it. Actually, they didn't really too kindly appreciate me of fucking
No,
with their mojo. Either did it.
no, they did not.
Exactly.
That was a hell of a time.
Perhaps I can glean some more detail of these events.
Oh, no.
Would you allow me to take a look
I'm
at this village?
gonna pass on that. You want us to take you there, or are you trying to do
I would like to see as you see through your own eyes.
No, you can ask Henri for that. That ain't territory I like to touch on too terribly much.
No, monsieur.
It's a
Je le
shame.
vais à le diable.
Well, Dr. Richter, it seems that we must simply trust our hosts and all work together in harmony to deal
Yes.
with the issue at hand.
It seems an alliance is to be formed.
Harmony.
So, you out here trying to find a gator who been sabotaging your factory, and you think that that's gonna fix all of the ailments that's been plaguing the village?
Oh no. We will, as you say, we will fix that afterwards, but one problem at a time.
What's been going on there is, I don't use the word lightly, but evil, malignant. There were people walking around that should have been dead, corpses.
Yeah.
I've seen more color in corpses. It shouldn't. Something's very wrong.
The appropriate people have already been removed, disposed of, fired, whatever you would say. And we're already working to get that back in working order.
Now, you there, you said your name was Delaney?
Yes.
Tell me about these the walking corpses, because we done seen quite a few ailments and maladies while we was in town, but nothing to quite that degree. So if we left before you showed up and things got that worse that much faster, that's distressing, to say the least.
Indeed, and I do think it is something to do with the time dilation. You mentioned having noticed boils on some individuals in the village.
The woman who gave birth to the girl you mentioned, as well as her husband.
Odette and Julian.
Yes. The worst affected individuals at the factory looked like much further along stages of that type of illness or injury.
You don't got to sugarcoat it now. Tell it as it is.
They looked awful. Their skin was hanging off. They looked like they were wearing skin suits rather than being people. They should, as I said, have been dead. However, I think...
Do they look like zombies?
Such a thing does not exist.
I'd say you guys are unfamiliar with that term, as you are not really familiar with the culture that the term zombie comes from.
And what is that? Zombie.
Is the animated dead, the moving corpse.
Well, they were certainly animated and certainly looked dead. And
Yummy.
Storyteller, you described a rather unsettling detail when I was trying to get a closer look at one of them. Part of the eye moved separately of itself.
All right, was it the iris moved independently of the pupil?
Yeah. She'll describe that. It's like, I've never seen that before.
Not your typical zombie behavior. Something is not just rotted the body, but has modified it to suit its own needs better.
That don't sound like anything I experienced. How about you, Henri?
Nah, can't say that I have. But it would be something interesting to look at.
Henri,
Maybe I
it
could
might
help.
be something possessed by a spirit.
Spirits inside a body.
My
Mm.
friend here is a more of a eager beaver about this sort of thing. Personally speaking, it all sounds like a extreme perversion of
Mm.
our sacred life that we have here. So while I find myself at a bit of a shock, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this notion of an alliance because I, personally speaking, cannot abide this sort of bullshit in my neck of the woods.
Wonderful. It's good to work with new people.
Hmm. Now, you tracking them over here? This here cave, or
Seems to be the path he was coming. The path we saw him take.
Storyteller, are there footprints outside this cave that look?
Give me an alertness and perception test. Difficulty will be 6. Actually 7 because it's muddy and basically in the water, but you're checking along the banks. Anyone who wants to check.
I'll let him check.
Also, if anyone would like to roll intelligence and occult to see what they know about weregators, as one might call them.
What was the roll
Yep.
again, Sham?
It would be perception and alertness. Difficulty 7.
And what was your occult roll?
Intelligence and occult, difficulty 8.
I can do that.
Yep, 2 successes for intelligence and occult.
Well, Sham, I got 4 for the footprints.
2 for occult as well.
Okay.
And intelligence and occult 1.
Okay. Rose, how'd you do?
Not well enough to mention.
Okay.
Mm.
And not poorly enough to mention.
Correct.
Henrei finds, with Louis' help, a couple footprints going in. See large impacts that you originally took for like creatures sliding into the water, or maybe rocks or logs falling in, for the creature's footprints, where it might have landed hard and then gone in to the cave. My occultists, you know that I will start with my mentalist. You've heard tales of were creatures causing extreme emotional responses in people upon looking at them. Even like enlightened folks are not immune to this without preparations.
We shall be careful.
And then Zepihrin, you know that these creatures are incredibly tough.
I got 1 success, Storyteller.
Okay. But they exist. They have multiple forms, and they're connected to the Umbra, the spirit realm.
Gators, if it looks at you, it could incite a riot in your mind.
Opposite.
What?
If you look at it.
If you look at it. Its
Like
appearance.
out of character, like a werewolf.
Yeah.
Delirium.
Its appearance can cause riot in mind.
Louis, what do you have to say about that? Have you seen one of those yourself?
Dr. Delaney, while our allies might not be too keen to accept help from us just yet in terms of our special technology, I would like to provide fortification so that this does not happen. Keep us sound of mind by doing a simple mental checkup.
Of course.
Storyteller, could I use my mind in order to basically create like a mental ward so that doesn't happen?
You could. It will be. You'll want to do it all as one big one, because each 2 effects you have sustained give you a -1 cumulative penalty on all dice pools. But if you have one big one that protects people, it will just count as 1.
Okay.
So 1 success will protect you. 2 successes will affect another person, and then an extra success for each person after that.
So I need to get at least 2, and then 3 and 4 if they want to. They want the protections. Okay. I don't think they trust me with that just yet, but
Doesn't mean you can't do it, but we don't.
yeah, we could try. We'll try. I'll try to do it. Klaus will take out his code book of words and begin tapping and speaking words. Jim Delaney, October, forest, grasshopper, centurion.
This will be a difficulty 6 enlightenment test. You should probably do it an extended test.
Okay. How do I? So
Each time you roll, you automatically will accumulate a point of paradox.
all right. So I just need to keep rolling until I get at least one success.
You're gonna need like 4 or 5.
Oh, to complete it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. First roll. One success. All right. Yeah. All right. 3 successes on the second one.
So 4. Are you satisfied with just 4?
Well, 4 would give me enough for everyone, wouldn't it?
Except for your companions.
Oh. Well, I don't know if out of game would Henrei and Zepihrin accept. I meant like they could resist it, couldn't they? Or does it just happen? Because it's a benefit.
Mage is somewhat unclear on that. I can say that you guys can say no if you want. How did the players feel?
I can say that if you were to do it, I wouldn't necessarily know.
Okay, so it's more of like an ignorance thing.
Yep.
Cool. I'm fine with that. Then yes, I would like to continue
Okay.
paradox. So I've incurred 1 paradox.
You've incurred 2 paradox.
So I need 2 more successes to
got-
get the other.
Yeah, you've got 4 successes so far. That covers the 4 mages.
All right.
You've got 2 allies and your retainer left.
Storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way
True.
Henrei could make spirits come protect him?
Cool. Another 3 successes. That's
There
enough
is.
for all of them.
With your spirit sphere.
Tap into with the lower.
Yeah. Now, would you want to have a Loa inhabit you? Like we talked about earlier. Binding spirits is something you're capable of. Just tell me what you'd want, specifically what you'd want them to do.
What I want to do is there are 2 different things, but I don't want it to inhabit me. Not right now.
That's fair.
But just in case.
I got 3 on the second roll, so that should cover the other 3 that are
Yep.
with me.
So that's 3 paradox, I think.
I'm gonna do something a little bit simpler, knowing that these gators are tough sons of bitches. I'm just gonna dig my feet into the ground, so they cover me up a little bit. Just watch like eyes roll back, rocking, a minor humming, and then I'm going to invoke Life 3 for Strength of Earth to fortify myself.
And Delaney is going to do something similar, except she's just going to pop a pill and fortify her strength that way.
Okay.
So I roll
Remember, you can
Enlightenment?
yes. Remember, you can make these extended tests.
What's the difficulty?
What is?
It's a
what's
Life
the-
3.
Then it would be 6.
6. Then I got 3 successes.
Because the allies and retainer don't count as sleepers.
Then I got 3 successes, and I physically can't go much higher
Okay.
unless you're going to let me have 6 strength.
It's magic. I don't have to
And
do it.
yes,
I don't have
you
to pay.
I now have a question. I think
Yes.
that's something I want to do. Is there I can make it's gonna sound weird. Spirit acid.
Keep talking.
prove the science is there, sir.
You have my curiosity.
In case of of fire, have an acid that can eat away at organic material or inorganic material that has spirit energy.
You'd be able to eat
Get-
the spirit, but not necessarily the matter or life, like organic matter. You would need life or matter in order to do those effects.
Matter for
But-
the organic, yeah.
But to say, if you wanted to make some sort of spiritual acid bomb, yes.
How could I do that, Chef?
You would tell me like what you're whipping together. Like I believe you have some of your accoutrement for what your rites include rum and other telltale spices. You could possibly merge them together and then force your will into it to kind of make it part this world, part that world. So when it burns, you're basically making a holy Molotov or like a spectral Molotov.
That's exactly what I want to do, Chef.
And I will say it will probably ignore water since you're going to go into like a waist deep cave. Yeah, you could do that. That will be difficulty 6 because harm spirit is 3.
So what is the roll, Chef?
It'll be your arete.
Okay.
Difficulty 6. You only get minimum 2 successes, but every extra success you get past that does more damage.
So my arete and difficulty 6. All right.
All right, so yeah, my strength is now up to 6, so you just watch this scrawny mage, the muscle and tendon just start like pulsing and rippling under the skin as he digs his feet in and just mutters and just. He doesn't get like much bigger, but he just looks like he's made out of stone underneath the skin at this point.
I'm
going to burn a willpower.
Yep.
4 successes on my test.
Okay, what are you enhancing?
Let's go with her strength.
Okay.
So what does that put her at for the moment?
1 dot per success.
Oh, cool. So she has 2 strength normally, so she's at 6 now, if that's acceptable.
It was for me, so.
Do you have a Dr. Delaney?
Yeah.
Do you have possible enhancers for agility supplements?
Dexterity?
Of course.
Yes. Are you looking for one?
I point to my revolver on the side. Yes, would be good in handling that, as well as my other tricks I have on my sleeve.
All right. And she passes you a different pill, and let's make a new roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Difficulty
Prost.
is 6.
Test.
Prost. And he eats it. I think that's what Germans say when they drink.
Also,
Okay.
Dr. Richter, soak 2 bashing for me.
Of
Roll
course.
stamina, difficulty 6.
All right. Just stamina?
Yep, just stamina.
Oh boy.
I don't think you have armor anyway.
2 successes.
Hey, no damage from the drain.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, that's Shadow.
And,
No damage from the.
Oh, I have a little
Paradox
of
backlash.
I have a migraine there for a second.
And that's 4 successes. I'm trying to determine if I should roll further. So it's 2 to affect somebody else. So
Yeah.
that just bumps him up 2 dots right now. So I'm going to roll again.
You have 4 successes. That bumps him up 3 dots.
Oh, okay. Is that enough for you?
It'll put me at 5, yeah. I mean, if you want to roll again, I'll put it in. That should be all right, I think.
While
5
I watch the 2 scientists play with their medicine bag. I'm gonna do 2 other things. One of them is initiating self-sacrifice, which is prime 1, just to cue it up. That won't really take place until I get hit. I got 3 7s, so I don't know what your difficulty was for me, but
I don't know what it does, but I think.
basically it gives me a quintessence per bashing damage I take.
Holy
you
shit! Yeah, that works.
Yeah. And then this one's going to be probably a bit vulgar, even though everybody's around me.
Just remember,
but-
right now Rosie's at a cumulative is at a -1 to all dice pools going forward because she's sustaining 2 effects.
Mm-hmm.
Does that put me as well?
You're
at
going
a,
to be at 2 now, yeah. You're going to be at -1 now because you have 2 as well.
Okay, then I won't do the next thing, so that'll work. Because then I can just accumulate quintessence and make up the dice if I have to.
Yeah, I think it's worth it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything anyone else wants to do before you go in?
Not for the -1. I was thinking of doing a The problem is, I was thinking of doing of asking Delaney to give me like something that would heal, and then using my time to put it on a delay. But I don't want to incur too many dice pool negatives, so we'll keep it there for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can always take care of you as need be.
Exactly.
Now, as I say, the benefit to being mages are like Batman. If you have time to prepare, you will win. This is your time to prepare. You are fighting a very tough, very strong creature that has basically razors for fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All right, so yeah, just got the muscle thing going, then just this inner glow kicks in for just a second before it fades away. Just a little glow of prime before it fizzles down.
All right. Dakota pulls a pepper box out of his one of his jacket pockets. Is it time then?
You got an excitable one too, then.
Dakota, I mean, stay behind us at all time, and at the first sign of danger, run back to the village. All right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
This is not your fight as much as it is mine.
We are all citizens of Technocracy, sir.
Oh, we know.
We are.
Henri's gonna open his jacket and give Louis like a snack.
He just munches it down.
Here you go, Chef. All right.
What
He's
is
not going to make it out of
the-
here the best of us.
What is the secret of raising and domesticating the gators?
You got to watch your fingers.
What he said.
Should be something to study when I'm down here.
If what you talking about is in that cave, I'm not sure you want to get your hands, let alone your feet or any other part of your appendages near it.
Yeah, normally I'd say you only got 10 trials on that one, but just a big gator that we're looking at, so maybe 2.
As you're making your preparations and standing outside, the swarm of gnats and mosquitoes that's normally around is extra oppressive in this area. And you notice that you don't hear the sounds of wildlife. No birds, no turtles sliding into the water. It's quiet.
Except for the gnats.
Mm-hmm. The buzz in your ear from the mosquitoes.
I'm gonna look at like this in the general direction of the swarm, and with the communicate with animals merit, just want to go. Y'all get out of here now, all right?
We will eat while the eating's good.
Even the bugs is not on our side.
I look at Delaney for a second before we fully go in. Del. In case things get rough and the worst happens, I have one request. There is a leather case inside my left breast pocket. Take it and never show it to anyone. And keep it to the day you die.
You keep your pornography on you?
No. This. No. Dr. Moss. You're having such a moment.
Dr. Moss, why?
No, I'm sorry. Dr. Moss's face is totally straight, but I couldn't resist.
You soiled it. Soiled it.
I apologize. I will never show it to anyone. Whatever is in there, it is safe.
Can we hear this storyteller?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just letting it happen. Henri, you ever deal with the Technocrats before?
I have not, Chef. So this is my first time.
this is a unique situation, to say the least.
It
We have
appears
amazing
so.
benefits.
Sure.
All right, well, let's get to dying then.
Oh, before we go, since I heard that, Dr. Kraut, sorry,
Richter,
yeah,
Dr. Richter.
Tatarita.
whatever that language is there, Chef. If you ever need some help with that, what you were talking, always come to the shop. I always make all sorts of portions to help fix with ailments and bad decisions. All right now.
If there's anyone that knows about bad decisions, it is me. I have plenty of those.
You love
This
a
one.
shop there to make your pecker do amazing things. We good?
This one right here.
I will help you, Pekka, if you need it.
We good then?
Yes,
Und-
off we go.
Und
Good.
Pekka is up in order.
You stand
that-
before the incredibly dark cave.
Yeah. As Dr. Richter tried to tell me about his pecker, just no. I'll just walk up past him towards the cave.
Henri is fascinated by Pekka, so let's go.
All right, walking into the water. There are no ledges or anything in the cave. You will have to walk through the waist-deep swamp water going forward. Does anyone have a way to see in the dark?
I was going to ask, can I get on Louis' back?
Not yet, but soon. One moment.
I know Dr. Delaney Moss does.
I mean, I could just make myself see in the dark.
I mean, flashlights were invented in 1898.
I
What was
do
the
have
one?
those. She's going to reach into her bag and pull out a lantern.
Give me that
Like
dice
a-
roll.
Yeah. I'm rolling for the bag, so you're gonna have to help me.
Oh, because you have hammer
It's a
space
3-dot
back.
wonder. So how does this work? I've never had one before.
I gave you stats at some point, and you should have written them down. Because
Oh,
I did
darn it.
not.
I have resources 3. I have a lantern already.
Did you oh, I have a lot of money. I carry lanterns around with me.
You're the one that said Batman.
I'm just saying, one of my allies should probably have a lantern on him.
I know
okay.
I wrote it down somewhere, and I
Is it
don't
on
know
the
where it
is it on the second page of your character sheet?
Joke's on you, I only have one.
No, I only have one page.
How about this? Is there a stick around?
Sure.
Cool. Is it going to affect my dice pool to just use forces 2 to just drag it across the wall and light a fire with it?
I'm gonna say no, because
Cool.
once the fire is made, you do not have to sustain it.
Great. What's my difficulty?
5. You could do a forces 2.
Great. I got 4 successes.
Awesome. You pop a match.
Yeah, just pick a stick off the ground just along the wall of the cave and just go. And,
Man, that's some
and just-
dry kindling. That's how.
I think Henri would have something kind of like that in his jacket, probably like dowsing rods, just wooden ones.
Rosie, roll me 6 dice. Difficulty 7.
Oh,
Well, Zephyrin, if you're going to help, light my stick up too, son.
could I have hyper crammed more firearms?
Chill. Rosie, you've pulled out a kerosene lantern.
Woo!
That is larger than the bag you were holding.
I'll light.
Yeah, you just sort of see her reach in and pull out a big lantern.
So Hermione's bag.
Rosie, I need you to soak 1 bashing damage.
That's
as-
fine.
I will light one of the sticks that Henri is holding, and then when the lantern comes out, I'll just sort of like point the torch over towards her. Just,
Also, Nick, sure. Give me a hypercram and perception roll. Difficulty 6.
Okay. And perception?
and I'll light the lantern if allowed.
Yeah.
2 successes.
Awesome. You'll get your hypercram. When the next time you go to shoot, you will get 2 extra dice on the roll.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ride on Louis' back while we're in the water.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna sit on its side saddle. Just sit on it.
So you make your way into this cave. Who's going first? Are your allies going first, Nick? Are they in the back?
No, they're in the back, providing like light, and then
Yeah,
Perhaps,
I'll hand the lantern back to one of them, I guess.
perhaps our strength enhanced ally should go first.
One of ours for one of yours, then. And I'll gesture towards Dr. Delaney, who I watched get buffed up as well. Come on, man.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as visibly obvious, but you would have seen sort of, like after you run a hard race and like everything's a little tight.
The
I'm
pump.
a life mage, and you look a lot more lively than you did when I met you.
Yes, let's go with
Dr.
that.
Delaney's got the pump. She's feeling good.
Mhm.
She's got a
Yeah.
pre-workout going.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you descend into this cave, this green, brackish water.
Are you
Something
okay?
just fell on my desk. I don't know.
It's just that face.
Was it
Well-
from?
This green, brackish. I don't know. It was like paint. That's weird. Like a piece of like dried paint.
Okay,
That's
we'll worry about our
weird.
basement later.
Yeah.
What's in the cave?
Our house is great. Is sloshing as you walk forward. And as you go through, you just get this feeling that something's here. Something's is monitoring your progress from some unseen position. And you keep going, and you feel like you're heading downwards, but the level of the water is staying the same. Like you're descending deeper and deeper into the earth. You walk for a long time, and eventually you see a green light in the distance, a flash, just very quickly.
You call that ominous?
And again,
Hmm.
and again.
What the fuck was that?
Would sensing forces or perceiving forces have any further information as to what this is?
Forces and spirit.
Eh.
Or an intelligence occult roll could give you a decent guess on difficulty 8.
I'll give it a shot. Why not? It's 2 successes.
You've heard of balefire before.
Okay.
Do you know what that is, or do I have to?
No, I know what it is.
Okay, you want to explain? All right, cool. Yeah.
Let's go.
You want to tell the group?
Yeah, I'm looking it over at the moment.
Okay, because Dr. Delaney Moss is going to look at you. You're not concerned about the flashing green flame?
Oh, I'm concerned. It's just trying to make head the tails of it.
Think of it as corrupted fire.
The fire affected by magic, affected by could be any number of things.
But mostly corruption.
It's not something that we want to tread upon lightly. It's well, let's use your words from earlier. Is evil.
All right.
It's fire that will do quite a number on us.
This affront against science will not stand.
I hate to break it to you, Doctor, but
Ugh.
this whole crew is an affront against science. Tell me, Dr. Delaney, you said a little girl got born back in the village. She healthy?
Mm-hmm. Healthy. The cord was wrapped around her neck, but
What it now?
she was, yes, but I got her out fine, and she's healthy, and last I saw them, the mother was well, and so was her mother, and everyone was pleased. So all's well, but I'm not sure how long that's been, given that time's a little off at the moment.
That's fair. I gave him something for the preparation process before I left. Hopefully that helped. But like you said, it could be days, could be weeks at this point. Who knows?
It is a shame. I did tell them that I would check in the evening, so I suppose I missed that.
You'll check in some evening.
Mm.
All right. Well, look lively then. Now keep moving towards the balefire.
Okay, as you approach, it kind of splits into a fork
Hmm?
in the cave, and then there's another gout. And Dakota's, look at the walls. Look right there. And if you look, it looks like there's something writhing behind the walls. Like the wall is actually stretching out, like as if there's something like something under your skin, but this earthen wall is just bowing out as things slither and pulse behind it.
Can I get a sense if that is a life form?
You cannot.
Is it a spirit?
Now, give me an awareness and perception roll, Mr. Spirit Mage. Difficulty 7.
Just gonna hold my torch up towards it while he does that.
The oddest thing, it only appears when the gout, when the balefire is burning. It only appears in the light of the balefire. You just see these roots coming down and coming through with your regular light, except for when the green is up.
Three, Share.
Definitely spiritual. It seems the gauntlet is thin here.
Well, Zephyr.
Something is biding its time.
Looks like some spirits in here, boy.
Oh, you gonna get your play date soon enough.
Spirits,
Yes.
we best be careful then.
Well, y'all best be careful.
No, he right, Henri. We all best be careful. These spirits is over him. They don't particularly like the rest of us, as far as I can tell.
Dakota, are you a God-fearing man?
Of course.
Probably for the best.
Now, where God fit into your science lectures and whatnot? That you're chalking that up to I don't know, other strange physics and whatnot, or is it outside of the realm?
You see, there's actually a new theory that we have been developing known as the universe starting with a bang, as it were.
Bang.
We're not sure of what to call it yet.
I've heard it referred to as the Big Bang Theory.
That is a silly name.
I mean, it would have to be a pretty damn big bang to kickstart all of life as we know it. But
Und Big Bang? Big Bang?
That's what I've heard.
Nothing more majestic? Spark
Not yet.
fusion?
Perhaps we can come up with a better one.
Exactly.
I like it. Keep it simple. Get everybody understanding what it is.
It certainly is descriptive.
It'll never catch on.
I mean, you not everybody gonna know majestic, but people know big. Everybody know big.
Everybody knows big. Storyteller, is there a way I can discern what kind of spirit it is that's coming through, or can I talk to it? Since the veil is so thin here.
There is, but I must urge caution.
Okay.
Since of where you are and what probably that spirit is.
Okay. Well, let's keep rolling.
We going left, we going right.
That's the thing.
Or we doing
I would not think we should split the party at this point.
Just err on the side of caution.
where then?
Storyteller,
Yes.
can I see where the time dilation is getting stronger?
I will need you to roll me Enlightenment 4.
Difficulty?
Difficulty, sorry, the difficulty is 4. You need 1 success for this.
4 successes.
4 successes. It is the right path.
I think what ends up happening is that he puts on his goggles for just a second and like is looking and then kind of hones to the right this way.
Do your magic glasses make you see through whatever it is you're trying to do, Chef?
I mean, you got that stick there that's supposed to help you find the way. You just used a couple of bits of glass in front of his face.
Listen,
Mm.
Dr. Richter is certain this is the correct way, and that's the way we'll go.
My goggles do not fail. I can see the time dilation, the streams, and everything around us using special technology. It shows me it's stronger this way.
Hmm.
Whatever's causing this time dial, the core of it, is certainly down this path.
Click! If Dr. Richter says it's the right way to go, then that's the way we'll go, says Dakota.
Just turn slowly. Just look at Dakota. You
Do not-
insistent one, ain't you?
What do you mean?
Very pushy.
Simply very loyal to Dr. Richter.
Hmm.
Or possibly a harpy.
Dakota, I thank you for your.
Dakota looks as if he's been like accused of a faux pas.
Hmm.
Dakota, you're a good man. Let us not be rude to our guests. We will simply show them that they are doubting too much.
Oh, I think of them as our hosts. And she starts walking down the right-hand path. After all, we are in their bayou?
Bayou, yeah, and I'll follow Dr. Delaney. And it ain't a matter of doubt, just
Dr. Delaney, can you roll me alertness and perception?
it ain't a matter of doubt, just
Difficulty is 8.
you say that you see the time dilation down this way. Don't mean that that's the way you want to be going. Just means that's the way that's got more stuff happening.
Okay. At the last second, you see a giant rock fall from the ceiling and crush you. Click. Listen, if Dr. Richter says this is the way to go, then that's the way we go. You're back at the junction.
Oh my. But hold on. Hold on.
I'll turn to face Dakota. You're really
Hold on.
pushy for ain't you?
Hold on. We
Really?
did this already. We did
What?
this already. We
Do what?
walked down and I died because a rock fell on me. And then we were back here.
You died.
Yes. I'm assuming this has something to do with the time dilation issue. We went forward, a rock fell, I died, we returned here.
I'll look over to Richter and just go, now you sure that's the way that we're supposed to be going then?
This is the way that the time dilation is getting stronger.
Mm-hmm. It's also the way that throws rocks at your friend.
And she ends up dying. Again, I tell you, when we escape out of this, because I'm pretty sure we're going to survive. Hopefully. The
Now,
Lord will. Come to the shop. Help fix your problems.
now, you remember where the rock is?
Would she? Yes. Yes.
Well,
we can-
let it fall down and then keep going.
Fair. Just deeply unsettling.
Always understandable.
You hear a loud splash.
There it goes.
There you go. Good. All right. Well, now future's uncertain again. I'll walk down that way with Dr. Delaney.
Okay,
I'll just let Louis. You can see his tail as it pushes in the water with me on top of him.
I follow suit.
Okay. You're walking down. You see the balefire continues to gout as you go along, and the walls begin to weep a yellowish greenish liquid. My life ages. This is like pus a foul pus oozing from the earth itself.
Oh,
Could I gather
sick.
some?
Sure.
He's gonna just take one of his little and just kind of.
Yeah, as you touch it, it suddenly leaps onto your arm and starts covering you and forces itself down your throat. Click! Listen, if Dr. Richter says this is the way we go, that's the way we go. You are back at the junction.
Do we all realize that this happened now, or is it still
Yes.
confused? All right. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, it's gonna be like that then.
oh yeah.
Hmm.
What is this?
Dr.
Shit.
Richter, have
Yeah.
you ever seen anything like this before?
Have I?
Have you?
This is it is a loop dependent on if what Monsieur Henri and you say, Dr. Moss, a loop presented on our deaths.
I suppose we should count ourselves fortunate then that we life don't go on without us. I'm just waiting for the splash of the rock again.
Not quite true.
Do I get the idea? Do I get the idea that this isn't real, Storyteller?
No.
This is almost a beneficial loop, though.
Mm-hmm. And that there was our cue.
Mhm.
So
All right.
you, Henri, quit touching shit. That I know you like to collect things, but not everything's gonna be beneficial, all right? You gotta
I.
tread cautiously here.
Ugh, Lamel. Fine.
I mean, that or you go back to start every time.
I'm not gonna touch it, child.
All right, then. Well,
Interestingly enough.
I'll
As
get on
you
down.
progress down the same path, it seems like there's more balefire gouts than before belching up through the water.
When you say than before, you mean than the time that we just walked down here?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's different.
Everything else is the same, even the pus on the wall.
Am I recalling the first time, like the time between when Delaney died and now? Did that fire increase from what it was before as well? Does it seem like it's an each time thing?
It seems like it's more, yeah.
Okay. Now, this is going to sound like an obvious statement, but I'm thinking we probably don't want to die because if I'm doing my numbers right, this here fire is getting bigger each time. And remember, I said this was the evil fire. So if you're good at your arithmetics, that's evil plus evil equaling more evil. So
How's the time dilation coming from the fire specifically, if I still have my senses?
Time dilation itself is not coming from the fire, it's coming from deeper down
Okay.
the path.
I'm almost afraid to remove myself from this.
well, let's make sure if we do remove ourselves from it, it is in the mechanism of the living.
Well,
Quiet.
life and death are also relative. But let's continue.
And I'll continue down, but I'm just keeping an eye on things.
As you go down, you walk another 10 minutes. The balefire getting up. The walls seem to be almost contracting and breathing. And you come to an opening into a grand cavern where sunlight actually beams down onto a central plinth, a dais, if you would. All around you are glowing runes, effigies, talismans. And the next thing you notice is the sound of a crashing wave. And looking forward, You see it coming at you about 5 feet high. This horrific, foul-smelling water that's now tinted red.
I like to use forces. I like to use forces 3 to manipulate this into something that's a bit less
Would you like to-
dangerous.
You could part the Red Sea. To
Yeah.
quote.
Yeah, just suddenly adjust the direction into more of a fork. I'm gonna utilize additional tools.
Difficulty will be 6.
6, 2 results.
Yeah.
2 successes.
2 is enough to part the water,
Mhm.
and as you do so, you see him behind the wave, still rushing forward. Click. The last thing you remember is the onyx teeth, each one the size of your hand. Now, if Dr. Richter says this is the way we go, then this is the way we go.
Shut up. I'm tired of hearing that.
Shut
good
What do
man,
you mean
Dakota.
you're
mouth.
tired of hearing that?
Swear to God. Been like 4 times now.
This is what? This is the first time I've said it.
It's not.
Oh,
The hell it is.
All right, so we all saw that. Yeah.
The allies, Abington and Riolan, are like, it's the first time.
all right. So we, the enlightened, recall the last few incidences.
right.
But perhaps we should let our companions know that we seem to be stuck in some sort of time loop. There have been a variety of violent incidences, and we are moving forward.
Storyteller, was I able to discern another entrance when we were in that chamber?
No.
Still on my way forward.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well then okay. I think I might know a way to do this a little bit differently. Now that we know that part's coming, but after that, kind of be up in the air then.
All right. Let you handle it.
I was waiting for the rock again. Okay.
And it's almost as if there's a line of torches of
Actually-
fire.
Storyteller, really quick question.
Yes.
Did I take obviously I died.
Mhm.
Did I take lethal damage?
I would have said you took aggravated damage,
Okay.
but time is reversed on you. So
Yeah, I was wondering. I'm wondering how that impacted.
let's say it's more like a reset check, like a checkpoint in a video game.
Okay. So I don't have that extra quintessence yet. I have to actually live through
Because
it.
that would be so cool and yet so mean.
That's a really good idea, though. I like it.
I was
If
wondering.
you're not a point of willpower, please restore one.
Put that in the bag for later. Another game.
Did I say that one more time about willpower?
If you have spent a point of willpower, please restore it.
I did.
I really like that.
Well, there we go. All right, so then I'll just walk us through the path. So this time, when the wave is coming, knowing that this croc thing is behind it, I'm using forces 3 to throw up a wall of granite.
That would
From-
matter. Or actually, yeah.
Forces 3 says summoning
Okay.
earth
Yeah.
and water. And whatnot.
Right. I mean, you're creating.
Yeah, I'm not creating. I'm taking the ground
Yeah.
and we're just shaping it upward to break the wave and have this thing run into it.
What wave?
So time is not the exact same. Yeah. So getting ready to do it, I'll stop and just go.
Wait a minute. If I could sense a time dilation,
This is where it's strongest.
is it just the area, or can I track the exact point?
Give me an awareness and perception test. Difficulty will
In
be
it-
8.
In the
Awareness and
spiritual
perception.
forces in here, Storyteller.
Give me enlightenment. Difficulty 5.
Yeah, it's
Enlightenment.
Oh, sorry, Arete.
I'm just sitting here waiting for the wave, just like
the one success.
this is supposed to be the same, right?
Perhaps not.
One success is
Perhaps.
enough. There are a number of specific, like, I don't want to say wards, but like different talismans and glyphs around this large chamber that's like, I would say maybe about a football field in diameter, or not diameter, radius, in a circular pattern. Circle, but that's a big circular room, like 100 meters out each 100-meter radius, even up. You've descended quite a ways into the earth.
What was the number, Storyteller?
You needed a 5.
I got 2.
2. Okay. There are a shit ton of spirits in here. They are actually focused around one point over the water, not near the dais, not near any of the carvings or glyphs.
And Dr. Delaney is looking for an attack coming from somewhere else. She's thinking maybe whatever is attacking them was doing that to lure them into some sort of false preparedness.
And then just you hear this echo. Are you expecting something?
Abbott, and I tell them, stay back.
Yes, you wouldn't know anything to happen to them again.
Oh, is this a voice you don't recognize? Is
That's
it?
correct. A voice you don't recognize.
Where's it coming from?
It's echoing around. Give me a alertness and perception test. Difficulty 7.
Oh boy. I don't have a lot of the lab alertness. That's at least.
Is that all of us?
Sure, whoever wants to.
What was the roll?
Alertness and perception, difficulty 7.
2 botches.
A bot? You botched? It's perception. It doesn't matter.
3.
This isn't vampire. It doesn't matter.
3.
Okay.
Oh boy. I want to end the time dilation, but I don't think I should.
What was the
It was 7.
It's 7?
Mhm.
I got 2.
2. Okay. Those that got 2 or more, there's this man that basically materializes into the beam of sunlight coming down to the dais from above. He is fairly short, very skinny. He is covered in scars. He is very unkempt. His clothing are tatters, and he just has this look in his face like, hello again.
Again.
Again. I do so love these Chad Zephyrin.
I don't believe we are acquainted with each other. The way you think he is.
I don't think you're getting each one. Oh, we've met a few times now.
How many times have we been in this chamber? And how many times?
2 dozen?
2 dozen.
And he just wiped some blood off of his nose.
Well, just gotta get one for you
A
then,
lot
man.
of times it's prey that takes care of you.
Pray.
That sounds like a fucking treat.
Prey. And with that, over to your left, where Henrei saw the collection of spirits, you see a gator poke its head up. And then it stands up to its full height of 18 feet. 8 feet across, packed with muscle, claws like onyx daggers. Its whole body, Henrei, seems to be wearing a cloak made of spirits, bound to its will, a shroud. You can hear their screams of agony. You even recognize some of them from the village. You recognize the bodies and the faces.
I'll be damned, Zephyrin. They the kinfolk.
There they are.
These kinfolk.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, fucking shit.
And with that, I think it's a good place to take a break before everything goes down.
Oh my god.
So let's get yourselves some water, get a snack, settle in. Probably should have told the producer about this.
And that's why you shouldn't drink fluoride with water.
Truth.
Truth, the truth.
Welcome back.
Gives you pepper
Oh, we're
problems.
live. Fuck. Okay. Hi.
All your fluoride out yet? So, our intrepid adventurers have found themselves in the heart of the cairn, have come face to face with the Memory Eater, and some anointed man in tattered, scraped, and burned clothes, who seems to know them and remember even when they don't. This is the last one.
What you mean is the last one?
No more resets. It's been fun watching
Was
you
you-
die.
Was you run out of them?
No, we don't need any more.
Oh, you were using us. We were part of a ritual.
Ooh, I always liked you. You're the smart one. Would you like to care to share with the class, or would you like me to do it?
Sacrifices, yeah.
Every time one of you died, energy was released. And we use that energy.
For what?
For everything.
The fires.
The fires are just a byproduct.
Fuck. Hey, Storyteller.
Yes.
How much bashing damage and paradox would I have to soak to restore us to the first loop?
Time 5.
Fuck.
Presuming that he's the main magic user here, can I like give him a oh damn it.
Someone forgot about her paradigm.
Well, I want to give him like a corner area or something, but I think I need to I personally think that to create a blockage in his body, I would need to touch it. Like another life mage might be able to do it by looking at him, but I would need to touch him.
I can't do that. I don't think. So no more resist.
So,
Now,
yeah,
while you're
I'm-
eyeing him up, Dr. Delaney, you notice that he's wearing this interesting circlet on his head. You're familiar with someone that does technology of that sort.
Oh, have you read anything by Dr. Lawrence Flitz?
I don't know anyone by that name.
He describes some usage of similar headwear to channel the power of the mind through the body.
You know, we've talked
Are you-
about this before, right?
Well, why don't we speed up the conversation and you share? Please?
How about this? My friend's getting very bored. And he begins, and praise from below begins marching towards you. The name has come from nowhere in your mind. It's a name you've heard before, but you can't place where.
Huh. And I'll look towards him and just go, I don't suppose it'd be too much to ask you to hold on for just a minute, would you? And I'm gonna create a gravity well centered on praise from below.
Okay.
Using forces 3.
Okay. Do you have any specific effects of what a gravity well would do?
It is centered on the spot he is in when I say that to him. So moving from that spot is going to be a hell of a feat and probably would be painful.
He's an 18-foot tall gator man.
Yeah, which means he'll move out of it. He'll move out of it easier than we would. He wouldn't get crushed by it, but it'll still be kind of like moving with weights dragging you at this point.
Is he in
I
front
got
of the
three.
gator?
I got 3 dice over 7.
That'll work. So you see the water around him push out as the scientists in the room will out. Water does not get compressed; it just moves out of the area, and he and his wings push down. I forgot to describe his wings before.
Yeah.
His tail is whipping. He weighs at least 2,000 pounds. This thick scales, and he just looks at you
Yeah.
like he knows this has happened before.
Yeah, and I'm comfortable doing it because I know it's not going to be killing him or anything. But it's like,
Do I get the out of game? If you weren't struggling against it, would he be crushed?
no, not at the
Okay.
level that I'm doing. But you do know that like if he weren't struggling against it or his size, he would not be moving.
Who's the bigger target here?
Hmm.
And the time dilation's still around us, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm
Out
gonna
here at the heart, you can actually tell that this is much like the one you saw at the factory. But it's much stronger, and like time is going by very fast, but not for you.
How are the spirits around the alligator?
I don't like this.
They wish they could get away, but they can't. Something seems to have bound them in place.
Mm,
Can you two handle the gator?
I'll give it a whirl. Can I suck? Wow. Wait.
Go
Let me
on,
fix it.
Henri. Go on.
No, because it's going to sound very vulgar, and it's not what I mean. While it still gross, sounds gross. Fuck it, I'm just going to say it. Can I suck the spirits up, away?
Draw the spirits off
You
of
would
him.
like to
Yes.
break the binding on the spirits.
Yes, there it is.
And
Could not think of anything that didn't sound remotely
Yes,
phallic.
but he will get to resist.
as he's doing that, basically, like as Henri is going to do that, I want to also try to break the time dilation by clicking my pocket watch. And normally,
Oh, it will take a lot to break a time dilation.
I'll do an extended cast.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're extended cast versus the caster.
What would I need to roll for that? Let's see.
You will be rolling your arete. Difficulty is going to be 7 versus his gnosis.
How is his gnosis while he's also struggling against motion?
It's his spiritual energy.
Right.
So
What is his spiritual energy?
a lot.
Yeah, we're into werewolf territory at this point.
God damn it. All right.
You
Yeah,
could try.
it's the same system as werewolf. I mean, you have another thing you could try to do. Since he can't move, or he has trouble moving, you could try to roast those spirits.
Yes. I want to use that. My little thing that I created.
All right, since you've already created, do you have athletics? I have your character sheet here. I don't even need to ask. Where did I put this?
Delaney, we could do our combo.
You could roll me a dexterity and athletics test, difficulty 7. And remember, you can spend a point of willpower for 1 automatic success. You know you're on mute, right? All right. 4 successes. He will try to get out of the way, but he has a dice pool penalty. You hit this. Tell me what it looks like.
Okay. So pretty much what's going to happen is he's going to take a vial and kind of like crush it, and from the crushing, you're going to see like a multicolored thing shoot out, and it just I want to say, like Pokemon's Fire Blast. You're just like, whew.
And the blast, you had 4 successes. This is going to do a bunch of damage. Just burns up a number of these spirits. 2/3 of them turn to spiritual cinders. That's very good that you did that, but only a couple remain. And he just turns and looks at you and opens his mouth, and this orange glow begins to appear as he vomits out fire at you.
Can I jump off of Louis, kind of like away?
So normally you need to roll. You would. So if we were in combat, if we had done combat rolls, it gets fucky. Well, I will say, yeah, give me an athletic and dex roll.
What's the number?
Is 7.
And while that's happening as well, can I go on the defensive? Can I stop time around him?
You know, I gotta look what the time does.
Can I free? Well, I would time 4. I could freeze people in time. Can I freeze Senor Gator?
You can
What
try.
was the roll again?
What? Dexterity and athletics.
7. Okay.
7, because it's fire.
All right. What would be the difficulty for that?
7, because it's time 4.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
Okay.
Here we go. Only 1 success. Well, that would be 2 then total with willpower.
2 total.
Spent a willpower, and I got 5.
5. You dodge this toxic flame that comes out. And you just get this picture of some horrid dragon, a creature that is long gone from this earth, just watching.
He has a totem.
Two dice to try to freeze him in time.
Yep. I'm hoping maybe it'll really slow him down.
As the man on the plinth throws some sand into the air to counteract the effects of your effect. No. Time is my domain, Richter. We talked about this before.
With the fire going from the gator, and it's not and like he's not being frozen in time, but he's still in place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just start swirling my hands, and I want to. I'm using Force 3 again. We'll call it telekinesis along with this, but I want to make a whirlpool around that gravity well, and I just want to put the gator on spin cycle.
Remember, the gravity has forced the water out, like pushing down in a tub.
It's like so he's on just solid ground.
Yeah.
Ground.
Like water doesn't compress; it just moves.
Okay, I didn't know if there was still water beneath him or not, because if there was, I was going to manipulate that. Okay, well, then in which case I can still do this because I can add my prime 2 and conjure winds. So I'm going to put him on spin cycle, but it's going to be air dry instead,
Okay.
as the wind cycles around the gravity well. 3 successes.
So you're sustaining your okay.
That's 3 successes over 6.
Okay.
Which is over the vulgar limit at this point too.
I don't know what to do at this point. Mage gets weird when we start doing wacky shit on top of wacky shit.
At this point, I'm trying to keep the gator off of the field.
Okay.
Delaney, what's its weak point? Does it even have one?
All right, he failed his strength test
Mhm.
somehow. He starts to spin.
I go. So I'm just, spinning the gator like a top. Just going, if y'all got any ideas, this would be a wonderful time for them.
Yeah, Delaney is going to just sort of look at it and try to figure out, is there a weak spot?
It's some sort of prehistoric nightmare
So
lizard
no.
that has
Um,
claws and teeth that look like they could cut through steel.
Okay. I need to look to see what I can do with life 4.
Actually, at the phrase weak spot, I'm going to look over at the other guy with the crown, and I'd like to use my entropy 1, and I want to figure out like a decent weak spot on him.
Okay.
I wanted to use me and Rosie could de-age this thing or age it up and like rot it.
Well,
but
I was thinking we should do that to the
yeah,
King Creep over there.
I don't think he's gonna let time happen to him though.
No.
Is there a way I can get the other spirit that's left over?
You can do a time effect, not a time effect, a spirit effect to try to free them. Again, resisted by his gnosis, since he is the one that bound them to him.
When is it?
It would be, you tell me what, like, how you're trying to with your, techniques and instruments or foci.
Want to make sure is
Okay.
is still spinning around like a top?
Yes.
Yep.
Is there a way I could
Oh.
use my little thing and have it go engulf around him like the top, like set him ablaze to release the other spirit?
That sounds like the science is there. Yeah. Let me just check what
What
difficulty
science?
this would be.
Science checks out.
What science?
I will say this is a spirit 4, so it's going to be difficulty 7. Enlightenment. Or, sorry, Arete.
So Arete and
Just
so
Arete.
just my Arete, and what's the thing?
7.
Okay. Let me burn a willpower. With my willpower, that is 3.
You strip away the remaining spirits. I botched that.
Right.
At this point, Nick's guys begin shooting at the Gator Man.
Really quick, I got 2 on my entropy 1 weak spots on the time mage. I don't know if anything was worthwhile from that.
He seems to be an ordinary human, or at least he has all of the weaknesses a human does.
Let's see something. Abbott, shoot one at the man.
And I want y'all to see, like, as I do when I did that, it was like Pokemon Fire Spin. You just and just pull.
I don't want to waste my shot. I just need to make sure this guy's not going to block it instantly.
That means 2 things. Haha, joke.
Abington? Who shot him?
Abbott, yeah, Abington.
Abington shoots him, wings him in the arm. He starts to bleed.
Does he seem concerned?
Bleeds a foul green ichor.
Amazing.
And then before you, it pulls back into his body. And also, Johan got off a spectacular 5 successes on the Gator Man.
Shot him while he was spinning.
Mm-hmm. Who then soaked the whole thing. And-
how many negatives would a called shot take off me?
Depends on what you're trying to hit, and the gator begins to walk forward.
I would like to shapeshift into a equally large gator. With this fits into my paradigm specifically because of the reading she's done on the topic of the connection of mind to body. She believes this will work. She believes that she can will this to occur because it needs to happen.
Just take your Dr. Hyde serum.
That's a better idea.
You have the your favorite Martian little gumballs.
She takes one. That's a way better idea. I'm a technocrat.
So just to clarify, Gator strengths his way out of spin cycle and gravity well to start walking.
Yes.
All right. So
How are you sustaining those effects?
if it's not holding him anymore, I'm dropping them.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna spend a willpower so I don't botch.
Okay.
And I'm a -1 to my enlightenment dice pool, so I roll 3
You're
dice.
might as well do all of your dice pools.
That's fine. So I'm rolling 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure.
Difficulty 7.
All right, it's going to be an extended test.
Okay.
2 successes. Let me mark a
Okay,
paragraph.
that's 1 turn. Let's go
Yeah.
to somebody else.
Can I shoot the circlet off the can I aim for the circlet on the man?
You can try.
I'll call that shot. I got the dice for it.
All right. So let's see. Did you look up the dice pool for called shots, or do I gotta do that?
I'm sorry. I can't
Well-
see right now.
All right. Yeah. That's fair.
That monocle never came through.
All right. I got nothing in this book. So let's say it's minus. Let's say the damage is up. You don't need a difficulty 8.
Cool. Well, this is my hypercram
And
dexterity.
you're
plus
also
fire.
you're also sustaining 2 effects right now. So you have a -1 to your dice pool.
All right. So all right. Here we go. 3 successes.
3 successes. Let's see what he does.
I like do like the slow motion, just like
Spirit gun.
so. Did Rosie just drop?
My wife
You
is
shot her off
spirit
the
guns?
Oh,
No!
this
You
is the
used that,
real.
You remedied her. Okay.
And this is the real effect of
Oh,
my
Laura,
spirit
what did
gun.
you do?
You're a mess.
Laura!
I'm here now.
Sword get longer.
Let's make sure we're all in the right places. We are.
I am. Nobody
We
else
are
is.
being moved
Yep.
as we speak. Nick is not on. There we go. Awesome.
Sorry,
That was a fun
I-
episode.
Yep. I went to mute myself and I hit the wrong button. I apologize.
He is suddenly 2 feet to the left as your bullet fires.
Oh my god.
And now the
Scheiße.
praise from below will begin spending her rage.
Her.
I am an equal opportunity storyteller.
Having to look up German curse words now.
Chandra
Arsh.
is one. Yeah, Arsh Holy.
Well, I'm thinking of
Watch
our offensive German jokes because it's 1910. And he rushes at Johann. Dr. Richter, how does Johann die?
No, Johann The only man who knows my mentor? Oh.
I'll tell you
Johan.
how he dies.
Oh no.
The tail whips around, grabs
Oh.
him by his neck, and lifts him, and he is bitten in half. Johan falls into the water.
I'm ducking behind the nearest like rune carved rock.
And Henrei, you see his spirit seems to be floating now around the gator man, the gator person, gator woman, whatever they identify as. Like
Is there
the teeth themselves, these onyx teeth, glow this deep purple that only you can see, and just seemingly suck the spirit out of Johan.
I wouldn't be able to force Johan back one round, would I?
You have time for. I'll say yeah. But messing with time does have rewinding time does have penalties.
Mm-hmm.
Like it actually ramps up the difficulty by a lot because you're trying to reverse time.
Godlike feat.
Turning time backwards +3 to your difficulty. So you will need 10s to do this.
I will try.
Actually, is this World of Darkness? Would that mean it's 9s and he needs 3 successes?
I mean, you can have a 10 on a D10, so
Yeah, but like, is it only when it's modifiers that would take the difficulty threshold above 10 add additional successes at a 1-to-1 ratio? So 10s.
Yep.
So I just need 110.
You need 2 10s.
burn willpower.
Yeah, burning willpower. Fuck, I only got a few of those left.
Spend quintessence.
Come on, one success. Scheiße.
So just one.
1 does not go off as you try to weave through.
Johan, no. the cloth.
As you try to wind back the hands of time to
you
save
boss?
you.
I'm ducking behind the nearest like rune covered rock. And I'm just
Sorry. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just ducking behind the nearest rune covered rock. I'm just sort of like muttering to myself, aka my totem, just like, I don't suppose you got any great ideas about this.
I mean, did you bring any silver?
No, I did not.
How about gold?
Not my bag. I wonder if these fun.
Come on, dummy. You saw it at the village.
Yeah, I didn't exactly have time to go back to the market. Y'all got any silver or gold on you in them fancy bags? I'll just yell out to
Do we?
the group.
Is this before or after Dr. Moss turns into a giant gator?
Probably after.
You're still turning into a gator. You have not gotten enough to do this. And
So in the middle.
Okay, I was also going to ask, did you want me to keep rolling?
You can stop trying to cast it if you want.
No, I'm going to keep rolling. When do I not want to
mid-gator.
be a giant gator?
But you're fighting a giant, more magic gator.
Yeah. So you heard that in the middle.
Yeah.
You got the tail and the jaw.
Yeah, she's in the midst of shifting, and she's going to reach into her bag and pull out a useful item.
What is that useful item, Rose?
Silverware?
No, let's go a little bit bigger. Can we go silver sword?
That will be a difficulty 8.
On loan from the
Vulgar.
Smithsonian.
All right, so 5 dice. I'm spending a willpower. Okay, that's a no. That was 2 successes.
Oh, two's not bad.
2 successes would get you a sword.
Oh,
You
I have a sword.
You have a golden sword or a
I
silver
have a
sword.
golden sword. Okay.
Silver or gold,
So
your
you see a partially shifted Dr. Delaney, sort of scaly and body straining at her clothing, reach in and pull out a golden sword.
Ooh, this one's new.
That'll do.
I don't know if I like that. How'd you figure this out this time?
Do I still see the spirit around the gator?
Yes.
I'm thinking of doing something, but I don't know if it's super bad if I do it.
What are you thinking of? We can talk it out.
Shooting the gator, but like pulling the spirit from it into one of my bullets, the whistling bullet I have. It's powered by Loa energy. And just kind of just
Up to you. In
I'm
the
debating.
meantime,
Storyteller, something just occurred to me.
yes.
I'm out of sight
Mm-hmm.
from everybody.
Okay, so they forget you're there.
Yeah, including the gator and the time mage.
Mhm.
So realizing that as I'm behind the rock, I just go, well, shit. And I'm gonna try to move from like rock to rock as best as I can to get around this whole scene towards the time mage.
Give me a stealth roll. Just don't botch.
Absolutely. Yeah.
In the meantime, while this is going on, the gator prays from below, turns to Abington.
What's the stealth difficulty?
Your difficulty is lowered by 3, so it's like a 3.
Okay, I'm using a willpower and yep, that's 2 successes, so 3 total.
Okay. Their difficulty is raised by 3 because arcane is bullshit. Cloaking and arcane are bullshit.
Yeah.
One second. Dr. Richter, in Germany, do you have the custom of taking the vertebrae from the chicken or the turkey after the meal and splitting it?
No, I don't think we do.
Well, you see, Praise from below picks up Abington, grabs his 2 legs, and splits them in 2 like a wishbone.
That's it.
Fun fact, Macaulay can wishbone on their own. It's not a pack tactic.
No more Mr. Nice Doctor.
And again, Henrei, Abington's spirit is added to the consortium. This one is not necessarily bound onto him, but is like leashed to him.
I'm done with this. You have killed 2 of my friends. I will not let this down.
He's killed far more than that. He's killed them a lot.
Thought. Could Dr. Richter use time dilation to help Delaney shift faster?
So the rules straight up say you get 1 enlightenment / arete roll a turn, no matter what effects you use.
Oh boy.
Is there a way I can tell a weak spot?
He's about to have one right now. I'm going to Psychic Blast the Gator.
Okay.
Just kind of enraged that my friends have just died in front of me.
Okay.
And just I look at it and I start like repeating the words in my head. October, autumn, September. Vesquius. Ventus aquas terrace. speaking Latin words now.
All right, give me a enlightenment roll. Difficulty is 6.
Let me turn that back from there.
Also, fun fact, you've had so many coincidental effects in a row, reality is beginning to catch on to all the shit that's being tossed around right now. So going forward, all effects are now vulgar, unless this is your sanctum/laboratory.
Makes sense.
Do any of you guys have time to prepare this space to make it your sanctum/laboratory?
Nope. But that's okay.
3 successes? Okay. That's going to be 3 bashing damage.
Ooh, damn, just bashing.
Her nose starts to bleed a little bit. Actually, one of the spirits dissipates. Sorry. One of the spirits bound onto him like armor.
Instead of bleeding.
Actually, you got rid of all of them, didn't you?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, she starts to bleed. Right.
Where's
Let's go with Rosie because I believe it's her turn.
How far along in her gator transformation?
You just started.
Okay. At this point, I don't think she really has time to do like a full thing. But now she has a sword and 6 strength. So we're going to work with that. And she's going to do the stupid and engage it in combat.
Nice.
Yup.
1 second. 1 second.
Who wants to live forever?
The mage does.
I just thought of something really gross, but I'm not sure if this will work. Storyteller.
What's up?
Remember that stuff I gathered from the gentleman in the house with his pregnant wife?
Yes.
Is there a way I could use that on top of one of the bullets in the gun and fire it at the gator
To what effect?
and kind of like do a contagion through its body?
You would need a spirit and life roll. If you can combine spheres with, say, one of these life practitioners around you, I'd give it to you. But Rose, all right, give me a dexterity and melee weapons roll to hit him with a sword. Or her.
The individual.
Difficulty is 6.
3 successes.
Sidestep.
Damn it.
Rage was spent.
Hmm.
The blood stops. The beast turns. The beast strikes at the one holding the hated silver. Take 5 aggravated damage.
Don't. Fuck. Am I gonna really have to use this here?
You feel your soul, like the core of your being pulled by these claws, these obsidian daggers that it has on its fists. Whoever wants to go next.
This. Oh, I think actually, Joe, I think you were up at this point.
So The gator is Rosie Gator is down.
Rosie has charged it with a sword like Carly Rae Jepsen. She's
What?
a sword now, okay?
What is that? I do not know a Carly.
Everybody knows Carly
Jepsen.
Rae Jepsen.
Who is that? That's not the singer in the 1908.
Listen, man.
Well, I don't know if I can do it. Well,
Call me, perhaps.
where is everybody relative to me, like location wise?
Wherever you want. Zach is sneaking around somewhere.
Yep.
Rosie is in hand-to-hand combat with the gator. The mage is on the dais still, and I don't actually know where Nick is. He's in line of sight of the gator. That's the only limitation. And Dakota is not here. Dakota ran off following orders from Dr. Richter.
Henri's just gonna like take his gun and pop it open and take the scrapings I got from the guy and put it on some of the bullets. Say a little prayer on them and like stick them in and spin and not necessarily line up to particularly shoot at any part, but just prepare and hold.
Okay.
So this time Mage has been watching the chaos ensue, I imagine, and I'm out of his and everybody else's memory. So I want to walk up behind him.
Okay.
And I just want to go, I'm real tired of this. And I want to grab the thing off of his head at the same time, putting my hand straight onto his back.
Okay.
And I am going to grant him Curse of Matcha.
I don't know what that does.
Well, first I roll for it.
Mhm.
And that is 4 successes. So I go, I'm tired of this. Let me show you what we're dealing with back in town. As I grab it off his head, he is going to sustain 8 bashing damage in the form of induced labor pains. And I will take the paradox hit for what I did.
Woo, that's a good
That
one.
is
I
so
like that.
good. That is so good.
Okay, let me show you what you calls him back in town with all this mess. And I'm relying on him doubling over to make me like lift the thing off his head at this point.
How much damage?
8 bashing.
That puts him into actually, what sphere are you using to do that?
It's life 2.
All right, you want to do bashing and not lethal?
The rote specifically does bashing damage
Okay.
because of the form that it takes of labor pains. Also, with my flaw, no, I don't.
Look, 8 lethal with your flaw is already a high number.
8 bashing is better than 8 lethal.
Oh, 8. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, that's fine. 8 bashing.
Okay.
He's gonna because it incapacitates him as well. He just curled into fetal position on the ground at this point.
Okay, and you're trying to pull the thing off his head?
Yeah, I'm pulling it off as he falls.
All right, give me a dex roll. See if you grab that, because he's all fucked up now.
I mean, I walked up right behind him and just
yeah.
put my hand on his head.
I'm going with the 2 action part. Give me just 2.
Alright.
Give me difficulty 6.
Okay, well,
Dexterity.
2 successes.
2 dexterities. Yeah, you pull it off. He falls and starts writhing. In his neck just tightens up. His face immediately turns red. He just starts screaming.
Let's crouch down and go. See, now that's what some of the ladies back in town been having to deal with while their husbands are over in that factory suffering and getting all kinds of nasties on them. What you say we put a stop to all this bullshit? And maybe
And he just starts screaming, Kalub! Kalub! Come
I
forth!
put my hand over his mouth. Yep. Why don't we?
Do I see this?
Why don't we put a stop to it?
Do I see the storyteller?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see me crouched over this guy, hand on his mouth, holding the ringlet in my other hand.
Can I shoot this gentleman with my bullet gun in a taint?
I'm on top of him. Please don't.
May indeed. Have you seen it?
Actually, you know what? Go for it.
But give me before you roll, give me Joe specifically. Give me a intelligence occult roll, difficulty 8. See if you recognize the name of Kalub.
Take the shot.
Can I make that roll since I'm on top of him?
Sure, it's more of a spirit thing, but go for it.
I'll take a higher difficulty, like 9.
9, sure. Joe, it'd be cool if you spent willpower if you have any.
Shit, I got 2 successes. I got 2 9s.
4
Oofa.
successes. All right.
Oofa.
Kalub is the urgeworm of consumption. Are you familiar with what urgeworms are? Think like a primeval force of destruction and entropy that he is trying to summon forth through the pain he is now experiencing.
Like
Yeah.
tremors?
Like Shai Hulud from Dune, but like
Salud, brother.
mythical.
I was thinking like from Tremors. I'm old.
No,
I'm
not like
sorry.
a Grabwood.
I mean, Dune's old too, though.
Well, I mean like Surtur or Hell.
Gotcha.
Uh,
That's also why I covered his mouth. I don't want him saying words right now.
It's the Alaskan bullworm.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
no, it's not. Yeah, it's
So what is your position, Zephyrin, on top of him?
At this point, like he's in a fetal position. I'm crouched in front of him. My hand is on his mouth, and I'm holding the ringlet. So
Are you
he's
saying
kind
like
of
above his head?
like he's sideways on the ground, and I'm more vertical, but still crouched.
Are you covering his lower body?
No, you have a better chance of hitting him, but if you miss, you'll hit me.
Well, if he's in that position, taint or butthole, whatever I can get, or an ass cheek, whatever. I'm trying to just.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, go for it. And if you hit me, it actually works out. So go for it.
What is the roll?
that will be dexterity and firearms difficulty. Let's say 7, because he's prone, he's writhing, he's not really in a position to dodge. If you botch, you're gonna hit Zephyrin.
That's okay. I've got a thing for that at the moment.
For successes hits. Roll me out. Roll some damage. That's a lot of damage. It's lethal, so he's not going to soak it since he's distracted. And then just a gout of blackish, greenish blood. His body stops moving.
Because I want
Seems
the guys.
echo throughout the chamber.
Yeah, because it sails through the gun. You hear like one of the whistling arrows just as it goes through it, and right in that hole.
And I'll look up at Henrei and just go, huh.
You still hear Kalub, come forth, like echoing throughout the chamber, even being said again and again, echoing around.
Even though he's dead?
Yes.
All right. So.
Nick, are you doing anything, Dr. Richter?
Oh. Is the Gator boy, Gator man is still around?
The Gator person is now standing on the dais. Not the dais, standing in the sunlight near the center, and it looks like he is getting ready to strike and finish off Dr. Delaney Moss.
And she looks hurt, right?
She looks very hurt. Like,
wait,
an arm hurt.
He's gone, right? Oh, he can't stop me this time. I take out the stopwatch and I'm gonna stop time again on the Gator person.
Okay. Difficulty is going to be 7.
Screw it, spending a willpower.
Okay.
That's 4 total successes.
Okay. You have him stop for a bit.
Delaney, I just go, Delaney, strike now.
Yeah, stabby stab.
Yeah, that's like a no resistance. Take his head or take
Okay,
it.
so Delaney, you have what are your penalties? You have -1 from all this. The sustaining. What's your wound penalties right now?
I have a -2.
So you are at a -3 to your attack.
Yes.
But there's no defense roll. Well, 'cause the
If
target just takes roll.
she botches.
I'm
Okay.
gonna spend a willpower so I don't.
Okay. You're also bleeding to death.
Yeah, I'll fix that later.
Combo.
Okay, so is this Dex?
Yes. Dex and melee.
So 1 dice. But I spent the willpower, so I have the automatic success. Let's see how this goes. 10. So 2 successes. Do
Okay.
I stab the unmoving object?
Your strength is 6. and
My
it's
strength is
sword.
6.
Cut this thing's head off.
Only 10 dice, difficulty 6.
Oh, did you cut this?
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You stab through the heart, pull out, stab through the neck.
It looks epic.
Nick has stopped time on it, so you can't actually tell.
I can't tell. Yeah,
how
I
much
can't tell
damage
what's
you've
happening.
done to it.
Keep wailing on it. Just in
Yeah,
case.
can I keep going at it?
Yeah,
Okay. You want me to roll again?
sure.
Okay. Oh, what's the difficulty to hit it?
6.
That's a success. Another 10 dice. Why did I put them back? Welcome to Mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay. You still can't tell what's happened to it.
All right, I'm gonna drop it now. I think, or do we need one more round?
I mean, she stabbed it a lot.
Yeah, if this thing's still alive, I'll be really surprised.
Well, if
I
it
s-
happens,
Oh, but wait. Before she does that, I mean, she stabbed it a lot. Nah, we'll just assume that works.
I unclicked the stopwatch. Ben casually saying that it takes no damage.
It begins to bleed from its neck and its chest. And then it screams.
Okay.
Yo, rage is really cool. How you can
fuck.
remain active. And since to it took the damage all at once, it got to try to survive. It's now in a frenzy.
Great.
And it is very mad at the woman that just stabbed it.
Wait, if we take it out of its frenzy, it'll just drop. You think? I'm not sure. Out of game meta knowledge, maybe, but
Rosie?
Yeah.
More aggravated.
I'm crippled.
Storyteller.
So your leg is gone.
We could fix that.
The sword has been lost into the muck.
Can Storyteller, would I be able to use mind to drop it out of its frenzy?
You can attempt it. Henri, you see, remember that pulsing in the wall? The balefire is just beginning to like emerge all around this room, and it seems like it's pushing in places as if it wants to breach through the gauntlet and into this cairn. It seems as if the Nefandi's death may have been a catalyst to complete the summoning of it.
Is there a way I can push it back or like withhold it?
You're gonna need a hell of a lot of power, magical power to do that.
You mean like the cairn that we're in?
A lot of power,
You mean like the cairn that we're in?
like a celestial power, like Helios or something.
Like Helios 1?
Or lower?
Well,
Could find out.
Can I summon a lower here?
it will take some time, but this would be a good place to do it.
Okay, what do I do?
It would be difficulty 7, and the more successes you get, the stronger it is. And it's an
What's the roll? Air tank?
All right, it's time. I look at Delaney. Look at Delaney. I look at everyone else, and I reach into my pocket, and I pull out this leather case, and I look towards Delaney. Del, it's been an honor. And I pull out what looks to be a little tube with like a little, almost like a little gun with a little tube with a little like kind of box edge on it. And I begin aiming at the creature because it'll hit everything, right? Like it doesn't even matter at this point.
Mechanically, I have to say no.
Okay. Oh, what do I need to aim for then?
You can just aim for him.
Yeah.
I do want to do something while he's
Oh,
aiming.
okay. Yeah.
Go
I
for
will
it.
do it, though.
Me too.
I want to use Forces 3 in the water that's around her to riptide her back towards us.
Out of the sun?
Yeah, out of the line of fire.
Nick, would you like to explain what you're going to do to the party?
Oh,
or-
oh, you're pulling Delaney back?
I was gonna pull Delaney out of the way.
Oh, they're putting the gator.
No,
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, whoa.
no, Delaney is minus a leg in front
No,
of the gator, so I was trying
this
to
is
pull
great.
Delaney.
Oh my god, the cavern. Oh no, it's the hole. It's a hole into the sky. Oh, this is perfect.
The Mokole do worship Helios.
I got 2 successes on
That's enough.
that. So yeah, just all of a sudden I just turn and riptide Delaney and maybe her leg, who knows, back.
You hear a little voice chirp from the box, and I imagine like he looks at everyone and he's just like, "Stay back," and activate Gungnir. I don't know how it. Do you want me to? Do you want to describe it, Ben? I don't know. It's, like, we hear anything as this is about to go off?
Your dice roll.
All right. So,
Yeah.
do I just roll my?
It is Enlightenment 10, difficulty 7. You can spend quintessence to lower the difficulty because it is a wonder. It's a very powerful wonder. It has a lot of quintessence.
Sure, I'll spend some of the quintessence.
Spend 3 to bring it down to difficulty 4.
Let's do that.
You can also spend willpower.
I will spend the willpower. Screw it. This is it.
Now, this is also a unique focus, right?
Yep. It's
That's
the only one.
-1. So your
What's the-
difficulty is 3.
And
Joe, what did you want to do?
I wanted to see if I could do a sacrifice with like some of my own blood and some of like the stuff I would use for one of my Loa to increase some energy.
I got the Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, Joe, you should do that. You should definitely do that.
Okay. So
I
you're
will
gonna see.
say your difficulty on this is actually going to be 4.
So Arte.
Mhm.
Or do I use my spirit?
Every health level you want to damage, I will give you an automatic success.
So say that again.
Every point of bashing damage you take right now in your blood sacrifice, I will give you an automatic success.
Okay. How much bashing damage is he about to get?
I mean, no, you, Joe. How much do you want to take to make sure your summoning of the Loa goes off?
How badly do you want to hurt yourself?
You know what? It's voodoo. You have to reduce some pain. 4.
Okay, that'll put you down to wounded.
Okay. Now you'll see me pull out a knife and.
All right, give me your Arete roll. Arete difficulty was 4?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
He already has 4 successes.
Awesome.
It worked.
Okay. So everything begins to get dark. For somehow the rays of Helios, the sun, soul, are being stolen away from you. Even this creature seems like something is off, that the warm presence that it used to love and know before it fell down the spiral path have suddenly left. And then with the most smallest pinprick of light begins to form on top of this creature. And it gets wider and wider and wider. And it gets hot in here. It begins to steam. And everything goes white. And you feel the heat on your skin. And it begins to become unbearable. But the last thing you hear and see as you get thrown back from the force of this explosion is a laughing skull with a silk top hat on its head. I hear you now. I will protect one of my own and those that are with them. You have done good today. And with that, we are going to end on this cliffhanger.
Right, because there's a 4th session.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, man, this seems like a hell of a penultimate session. Jeez.
What's
So
gonna
that was-
happen next week?
Where roots run deep of Cypress and Steel. Next week, we are wrapping up. See what happens to our mages when they try to return to civilization.
Oh God, the time dilation.
Let's talk. You guys, do your pitches. Zach, where can they find you? What are you working on?
Oh, geez. I'm Zachary Vaudo. That is my Twitter handle. Saturday, I'm going to be on Level Up TTV for Vancouver Adjacent by night. Tuesday, we have one more Tuesday of ATL by night in the off season before we are back. We are going to be back on, May 4th with season 5. We left off in a hell of a place, so we'll see where that goes. I'm going to be in The Legend of the Scarlet Coffin on Gehenna Gaming sometime in the next month or so. I don't believe the date's been announced yet, but it's a 2-part Western Vampire the Masquerade 2-shot, let's call it, that is going to be a story told by Ellie Collins, and I will be in one of those parts, and I'm very excited about it.
Ooh, a double tap.
Apart from that, I'm doing whatever folks at Gehenna and Karen Comfort ask me to do at this point in time, and I will see you in any of those.
Who would like to go next? Thank you. Rosie, what are you in?
Well, I'm in this next week, and this Saturday you can watch episode 2 of Heart Cities Beneath, in which I play a Drow Blood Witch who uses a small rifle that is made of a goat's bone and fires bone bullets. and she collects teeth. So you should watch that because it's kind of rad.
I don't know. I heard the GM's weird.
I don't know. The GM is you. So yeah.
I would know, but I would know best.
And so I also am going to be on the Vampire Dark Ages for Gehenna Gaming. I will be reprising my role as Captain Keats from Save Against Fear, and I am looking forward to sailing my ship, the Promethean, across the seas with my lovely crew.
Nick or Joe, who'd like to go next?
You can go, Joe.
Hey everybody, I'm Joe. I play Henrei Godot here for Cypress and Steel. I'm also the storyteller for Montgomery by Night, V5 Edition Chronicle, my hometown that I have done myself. We're actually entering the penultimate before the next final episode for the finale for this season 1. I will also be in the Dark Ages game as well. Like, I am not playing my Mokavian this time, but I am playing a Toreador, Zepihrin Tutan. I'm also going to be in Bluebeard's Bride tomorrow night. For once they get Hand Gaming as well. That's at about 8:30. Make sure I got the time right. 8 o'clock Eastern time, so 7 o'clock my time. And yeah, and anything else? If you want to, these are my Twitter handles. So follow me, hit me up. Oh, also, just throwing it out there. On the off season, I am considering doing a Montgomery by Night adjacent thing as well. So, having maybe some calls if you want to play Vampire with us with River Region Studios, hit me up, hit up our channel. So, yeah.
Awesome, thank you. And Nick, man with the space laser.
Hi everyone, I'm Nick, aka Nick Francia, aka Nobleman Nick, and yeah, you can catch me on an assortment of things. First, amazingly enough, you should on Friday is the final episode of season 1 of Kingdom Hearts: The Interstitial War. This is it, finale part 2. This is the end, the whole shebang until season 2 comes, which is a couple months off still, so it's gonna be a little bit of a wait. So come enjoy it, watch it. We have 2 amazing guest stars and 2 of our main cast. We got Zeke playing Alpha. We got Lucian playing Ben Solo. We have Quentin from Near Dark Studios, or Near Dark Society, I apologize, playing Prince Caspian, and Vanessa Hoskins playing and returning as Envy. It's going to be amazing. On Gehenna, you should totally watch us tomorrow when we play Bluebeard's Bride. It's going to be awesome sauce and a lot of fun. There's a lot of streams going on tomorrow too, so you should watch them all. And then, yeah, where else can you find me from? Oh, man. Well, premiering on the 3rd of May. If you like Monster Hearts, if you like a little bit more dark and dashing and horror to your story, hell, if you like Mantra, but was like, man, maybe I should take a step back from that, you should totally watch the premiere of Gehenna Academy, Monday, the 3rd of May. It's going to be awesome. We've been doing character reveals slowly. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm putting my best foot forward for that one. So, yeah, thanks, everyone. And thank you to Ben. This is so, I love this game.
Yeah, Mage is weird and fun.
So much fun.
So I've been Big Dad, Ben, Storyteller. Tomorrow night on Carrying Comfort, you can check out Comfort County High, a Monster Hearts 2 actual play by the wonderful Natalie from Charm Person Games.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not watching Bluebeard's Bride, I can't fault you for either.
You can open 2 tabs.
Yeah, you can do 2 tabs. Just make sure the sound is on. On Saturday, I am running Heart, the City Beneath, Descended Drum Beats. Heart, the City Beneath. It's cool. It's weird. It's like Darkest Dungeon meets Annihilation by the person that made Crash Pandas, Honey Heist, Jason Statham's Big Vacation.
I wear elf ears.
She wears elf ears. It's a fun time. Check us out if you want. I still need to write my notes for the session. I'm also, fun fact, going to be in the V5 Dark Ages game on Gehenna Gaming as a member of the ship's crew. Also on Carry and Comfort, if you check out the Twitter, you'll see that we are casting for a Marvel Universe Cortex game run by the amazing Brian Lieberge. Check it out, apply. If you like Fantastic Four, then you'll love this game. And if you love Brian, you'll love this game. If you don't love Brian, then well, fuck you.
Brian's awesome.
Yeah, Brian rules.
I'll fucking fight you.
Yeah. If you don't know Brian, maybe check out Gehenna Valley. It was really good. I loved it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Just check.
Also, like,
Yeah.
check out some Carry and Comfort merchandise because I just realized I can get them as travel mugs, and it's awesome.
I just bought 3. Literally just bought 3.
We bought a Watson, one of the homies shirt for our child.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cute.
It's
It's
in the
very
wash.
cute. And and if you can, maybe subscribe to the Patreon Comfort Club. The money goes towards the stream for incidentals.
And those shirts are really soft. Like those shirts are soft.
I love
Also-
Watson.
You should also check out my upcoming OnlyFans called Only Dice, where you can see exclusive
Send me the link. I will support
content. Thank you.
Exclusive Iron City by
content.
Night. I think 5 episodes are now on Spotify in podcast form. If you want to check that out, edited by the wonderful Leslie. Give her a follow on Twitter, Leslie Wombat. And I've gone on for too long. Thank you for watching. Have a great night. And remember, comfort comes soon.